Welcome to Norto's podcast. This is Dan. We're going to talk about the new James Bond game.
Yeah, so Ben today was talking to me about the new James Bond game. I didn't really know much about it until I think actually it might have been either yesterday or the day before, or today, sorry, where I actually read that there was going to be a new James Bond game. And I was like, oh, interesting. Because how long has it been since there's been a James Bond game?
2012.
Wow. And I can't even remember the last James Bond game. Because what was the last one you played?
Probably the one in 2012.
Yeah? So you did play that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think the one I played last was The World Is Not Enough, or maybe a PlayStation 2 version of the James Bond game, but I can't remember. But yeah, what was your first introduction to the James Bond games?
The 64, Nintendo 64.
So 007 GoldenEye? Yeah. So that one is like the king of Nintendo 64 games. I think everyone would have it on their top 10 list of best games. It was just a fun game. Like, what do you think made that game so fun?
Just the multiplayer, you can just make your head big and...
It was a bit silly, wasn't it? I remember fondly my little brother, whenever we played the multiplayer, we would always try and... I think we'd play the temple level, and then we would try and always find the gold. Whoever got the golden gun first would just win the whole entire round, because it's ridiculously hard to beat someone when they have the golden gun, because it's just a one shot. So if you get shot, even if you get shot in the chest, your arm, you die because it's just a one shot.
Yeah.
But I think what made that game interesting too was it was the first time it was kind of it really went with a shooter aspect.
Yeah.
But in the James Bond perspective, so you went using pistols to using assault rifles to bazookas and just stuff like that. But one thing I liked about the multiplayer was there was times where there were certain maps you played, if you put because in the game you could get a bunch of mines and you could throw them around the area in one room, and then if you convinced the person you're versing to come over into the room, you could just blow him up in the room with all the mines.
Yeah.
And that was something that me and my brother would always try and do to each other. But otherwise, I didn't really play any other not GoldenEye, 007 games, other than the World Is Not Enough.
Yeah.
And that one was good, because I think it did take some of the things that from 007 GoldenEye and improved on it a bit. It gave James Bond more gadgets on his watch. So for example, you could stun some of the enemies with just using the electricity. Or you could actually put them to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those things were cool. I liked them, and obviously they improved on the guns and stuff like that. Some of the guns are really good. And just the graphics were improved upon. I like that. But tell us a bit about this game, Ben.
I think it's more like Uncharted, Hitman, bit of stealth and action adventure.
Yeah, so you think it's going to be more like a Hitman type game where it's going to be focused more on stealth and you have to kill enemies in a certain way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a decision, what path take, stealth or take the shooting path or how to kill him with a knife, or I don't know. There could be decisions like that.
Yeah. Do you think they'll have gadgets and stuff like that? So James Bond will have certain gadgets to use?
Yeah, I reckon there'll be options how to kill.
Yeah, because that'd be cool, because then you could do a watch one where he gets a string and just wraps it around the guy's neck and then does
I think
a stealth
it'll be
kill.
similar like Hitman, what ways, how you kill a person.
Yeah.
Does so many ways. So.
Yeah. So you don't think it's going to be a conventional shooter game where it's like a third person shooter where they just go run around just shooting everybody?
I think it'll be a little bit of that, because it feels like a Uncharted feel.
Yeah. It does look like a bit of Uncharted as well, with a bit of exploration where you can kind of rock climb stuff and walk around.
Drive.
Yeah, a bit of driving I think they might include, and maybe even flying and just other vehicles you might be able to use. Maybe limited, but I think as well, like I feel like it's not really an open world game, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to be the main villain yet because they don't show much in the trailer. They hide some stuff.
Yeah, well, I think they alluded that double O nine was supposedly going to be the villain.
What the rap? I think it's a rapper.
I don't know. Yeah, all I know is that they mentioned 009
Yeah.
doing something bad,
Yeah.
and I think that's why 007 was there. So if you watch the trailer, you'll know what we're kind of talking about. But yeah, like it looks a very interesting game. Like
I think it'll be fun.
the cinematics look really nice. Like the game looks really polished. Like if it runs like an Uncharted game and like a Hitman game, those games are really polished and really play well, and they don't have huge amounts of bugs.
Just hope it doesn't flop because you probably remember last year Mind's Eye was a massive flop. Like that's the same creator who made.
Yeah, and I think it just goes to show you that like with game developers, you can't rush your games.
Yeah.
You should play test your games thoroughly. I know sometimes deadlines are deadlines and you have to meet them, but like you get to see what happens with Cyberpunk 2077. Like that game is a perfect example of why you shouldn't bring an uncooked game to the viewers, because you let your fans down a lot when you bring those type of games
It's
in.
like GTA 6, they're taking the time, they're not rushing.
Yeah, well I think GTA are just never going to like rush their games, and they're never going to release them.
Because all their games are perfect.
Like I think the PC versions like always do have a small amount of problems, but that's always going to be a problem when you're converting a game from console to PC.
Because console versions come out first.
Yeah, well, it's easier to. I think it's much easier to have them locked at a certain frame rate, so that you can't like pretty much just, because with PCs you can do things like make the frame rates are much higher.
Yeah.
The graphics are ultra settings so that you can see every single detail in the games. But the problem is you need really good high-end PCs to do that. And I think that's what we're talking about, is like you need that space and time to actually like do that. So I think that's why GTA seemed to lean more to doing a console version first than to a PC version, because it's easier to port.
Yeah.
Whereas I think with Cyberpunk, like they just released it, and both versions were about as bad as each other. I think they said the console version was slightly worse for some reason, which is not usually the case. Usually it's PC, because PC has much more trouble. But yeah, basically, I don't think it looks fine from what I see it as. It looks like a fun game if you love James Bond.
And to have a good deal, like if you pay them, you pre-order now, like I think it's like $99 on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you pre-order and you get the Lux edition for free. That's a pretty good deal in my eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I think if you see it as you see it, like I think if you like, I'm not huge on pre-ordering games personally, unless it's a game I've been waiting for a very long time, and I can see that it's really good. I think the only game I might have pre-ordered was maybe Total War Warhammer 3.
Yeah.
But that's only because like that game I really love.
But you get I think outfits and gun skins.
If you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
like
hope
from the movies, like yeah.
I hope it's not too much of a generic shooter. I hope they have some interesting functions, like interesting, like kind of like not like an RPG where you can go update your strength, but maybe like little tech trees that to kind of upgrade his abilities to, like, you know, maybe use his gadgets or certain thing, like to make it a little bit more interesting, so not just a generic just shooter. That's what I personally think they should go with.
Well, I hope it's like Hitman, like you can make your own decision how to kill fun.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like different weapons,
Yeah.
or like if there's a ceiling, like you can shoot the ceiling.
They did have that with the grapple gun. Like he had a grapple gun and he shot up and went up, kind of like Batman, the Batman games.
Like you shoot something and the car falls down on him.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Something's like make your decision.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Well, is there anything else we want to talk about? When does it come out, Ben?
May
27.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, May 27. It's coming out on
PS4, I think.
PS5.
No, sorry, PS5,
Yeah.
PC, Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Switch 2 or any.
I think they'll have to take time because Switch 2 ports are always harder.
Yeah.
Like, a similar thing, Switch 2, if you put a certain games on there, they don't run as good on the Switches. Like, they tend to have a hard time with the game, so they might need to take more time to port them.
Well, it probably will come out eventually, but
Yeah.
not this year. But
Yeah, maybe later down the track, then later this year they'll announce it, maybe.
but not on Switch 1. Probably
Yeah.
not, because it's too old.
Yeah, no, they'll probably just go to the Switch 2. And
Yeah.
And is there anything else, Ben?
No, that's
should-
all.
Yeah. No. You want to shout us out?
Yeah, hit a like or hit a comment if what you want to watch next or any topics you want to interested, put them down below.
Yeah, feel free to subscribe to Ben too. A subscription just helps you keep up to date with what we're doing every week. Whatever you want, write a comment below asking us what you want us to talk about next. It can be game related, it can be TV, it can be anything really related. We kind of make this up as we go every week. We try to figure out what we like to talk about. Yeah. Anyway, take care.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.